Today, we're going to look at the Magneto Hero Pack article review, I guess.
The master of magnetism.
Yes.
Magneto himself.
So this is the fourth and final hero pack that we had from the silhouette when they had the Age of Apocalypse article. So this is the end of the Age of Apocalypse series.
Man, that's been a while. I don't know if I remember that far back.
Yeah. Well,
I've slept since then.
Okay. Yeah, so I was kind of surprised that it'd be Magneto. When I looked at the silhouette, I was thinking it might have been Havoc or something. I didn't think we would get a second villain that becomes a hero, because we have Nebula, who was a villain and then we have a hero pack, and now we've got a second one with Magneto.
Yeah, because nobody else that they've done yet has ever been a villain.
Well, I mean, there's people who've been villains temporarily, I guess, but
still,
like.
But no, I'm actually kind of glad they did it this way. I like it.
All right.
So.
Well, let's take a look at the article and find out about the mechanics and what makes Magneto Magneto. So it's the master of magnetism. All that I've endured and everything I've done, it was all to preserve mutant kind. Formerly the X-Men's greatest foe, Eric Leischer, better known as Magneto, renounced his villainous ways and took up his friend Xavier's dream of peaceful coexistence between mutants and humans.
It's a lie.
Now he fights alongside the X-Men as a hero in his own right, and with his incredible power over magnetism at his command, the agents of Apocalypse won't stand a chance.
Okay, Fantasy Flight Games is thrilled to announce the Magneto Hero Pack for Marvel Champions, the card game. This mighty mutant bends the battlefield to his will with this expansion pack, which introduces Magneto as a new playable hero alongside his 15 signature cards. With a pre-built leadership deck. Ooh, he's leadership. There we go. Pre-built leadership deck ready to play from the start. You'll be able to command your allies and the forces of magnetism in equal measure from the moment you open the box. With his ability to pull magnetic cards from his deck, does that mean Maria's going to be a magnetic card now?
No.
We'll have to get like an honorary magnet. Magneto is a mighty hero and a fitting addition to the X-Men's roster. Hero Pack includes a bonus modular. Oh, all right, good. I'm glad to hear that. Set featuring the notorious Hellfire Club. Ooh, I like that.
All right. And then we have a fan of some of the cards here. We'll get into them in some detail. All right, so we got Magnetic Pull. Magneto was a powerful mutant back when he was X-Men's foe, and he is still equally powerful as their friend.
I really like the artwork on Eric there. With the I know it's not steampunk, but it kind of gives me a steampunk vibe, even though it's not steampunk at all. I like it.
Okay. So Eric Leischer, 3 recovery. He's got 10 hit points, hand size 6. He's a mutant survivor. Response: after you change to this form, shuffle the top 3 cards of your discard pile into your deck.
Wait, so he's the survivor. Does that mean we can use him in Arkham Horror?
Yeah, sure. Magneto is a 2/2/2. X-Men, magnetic pull. Discard cards from the top of your deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Add that card to your hand. Limit once per round. Oh, okay. So he's going to be milling for magnetic cards. And then you can shuffle cards back in. So that's kind of cool.
Okay, so central to his playstyle is his magnetic pull ability, which allows you to discard cards from the top of your deck until you find a magnetic card and add it to your hand once per round. Every single one of Magneto's signature cards has the magnetic trait, which means you can use this ability to hunt for some of his best tools in his kit each round. And what impressive tools they are. His helmet gives him steady and can grant a discount to future magnetic cards, while his armor can take advantage of the extra cards you discarded with magnetic pull to grant him a boost of his stats for the round. Okay, so I'm kind of interested in that and how that's going to work with cards like the one wild resource that goes into your deck. I forget what it's called when you mill it.
Oh, Digging Deep?
Yeah, Digging Deep.
Digging Deep would be good with him.
Well, maybe. It kind of depends on how it works, but...
well, no, you discard cards until you find a magnetic card, so if you discard a Digging Deep, it'd go in your hand.
So does it still technically discard? Or does it go into your hand instead of discarding?
Goes when you would discard this card, it goes in your hand. That's how Digging Deep works.
All right. Okay, where was he at? Okay, so by discarding so many cards from the top of his deck, you'd be worried that Magneto will end up with extra encounter cards. But thankfully, Asteroid M can help you get cards back. Combine that with his innate ability to shuffle 3 cards into his deck, and you'd be surprised how much mileage you can get out of a single deck cycle. Well, I guess Eric's innate ability, so it's his alter ego.
All right, so let's take a look at those cards before we get to the aspects. Okay, so Magneto, as we mentioned before, is a 2/2/2. X-Men, magnetic pull, discard cards from the top of your deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Add that card to your hand. And he's got hand size 5, 10 hit points.
Okay, his helmet is a 3-cost upgrade. It's magnetic and armor. And he gets the steady, like it said earlier, but you can exhaust the helmet to generate a wild resource for a magnetic card.
Okay, and they said all his cards are magnetic, so that's good. So that's at least 15 magnetic cards in his deck. Okay, Magneto's armor, 2-cost upgrade, armor magnetic. Response. After resolve your magnetic pull ability, if you discarded at least one of the following resource icons, mental, he gets +1 thwart, strength, he gets +1 attack, and energy, he gets +1 defense. Okay, that's pretty cool. You'll get some stat boosts.
Okay.
So he can become a 3/3/3.
So Shorma would give them all 3.
That is true.
Okay, Asteroid M. It's a 2-cost support. It is a magnetic location. I guess it's the ore in the asteroid. Alter ego. As an alter ego action, you exhaust Asteroid M, and then you can shuffle the topmost magnetic card in your deck and in your discard pile into your deck and heal 1 damage from your identity. So you do have to make sure to keep technically you're supposed to keep your discard pile in order, but you have to make sure to do it now with him.
Yeah.
Because the placement matters.
All right, then Eric Leisler, 3 recovery. He's a mutant survivor. Response. After you change this form, shuffle the top 3 cards of your discard pile into your deck. And hand size 6, of course.
Okay. The Electromagnetic Blast. It's a 2-cost event. It's a magnetic, superpower, and thwart. As a hero action, it's a thwart action. He removes 3 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from the scheme, you can discard an attachment with the text hero action or hero response. Oh,
cool.
Oh my, I love that.
He's got Sunfire's power built in.
Yes.
As long as you're able to remove all the threat.
Yeah.
Of course. Metal Shard, 3-cost event. Attack, magnetic superpower. Hero action attack. Deals 7 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, gain a tough status card.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that too.
Okay, so it's a new art for the Death Focus. So I was kind of wondering if they were ever going to do this, but
it's the last hero of the X-Men wave, I guess. But
they finally decided to.
I was wondering ever since we saw Shadowcat and Colossus. That's like
okay. So Death Focus, for anybody who doesn't know, is familiar with that one. It's a 1-cost upgrade. It's a skill, max 1 per player, and you can exhaust Death Focus to reduce the resource cost of the next superpower card you play this turn. And so my guess is they're probably going to have 3 of them in the deck.
I would think so, because it'll be for your collection.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll get back to Phoenix here. All right. As for events, Magneto has a number of handy superpowers. Oh, we kind of looked at some of these already. With potent kicker effects, making him great for pulling off the powerful... Wait, didn't you read this? Yeah, you read this one.
No, I didn't read that.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay, as for his events, Magneto has a number of handy superpowers with potent kicker effects, making him great for pulling off powerful combos. Electromagnetic Blast can remove some threat off a scheme, but if you manage to clear the scheme entirely, then you also get rid of a pesky enemy attachment. Meanwhile, Metal Shards deals a solid 7 damage to an enemy, and if you manage to defeat that enemy with the attack, you can net yourself a tough status card. With so many powerful abilities at his fingertips, it is clear that Magneto will need to utilize his skills with Death Focus to take control of the battlefield.
All right. Magneto has a lot of power at his disposal, but his mutant abilities aren't the only thing at his command. Coming out of the box, the pre-built leadership deck, Magneto also brings the might of the X-Men to the battlefield. You would have thought then if he's bringing them to the battlefield, he would have been the first and not the last. But hey, what am I to say?
He was a villain in the first X-Men box.
So call on iconic members of teams like Phoenix and Cyclops to trigger their powerful abilities when they enter play. Then, once they inevitably leave play, utilize the upgrade Won't Stay Down to return them to your hand. If Cyclops and Phoenix aren't enough, call on new recruits like Anole for some extra assistance. Your X-Men allies are here to support you, and if the situation turns dire, one of them could perform a noble sacrifice to prop you back up and help you stay in the fray. That's what I said.
Or help keep your hero in the fray.
Yes, that's what I said.
All right. So Phoenix, she's a 3-cost ally, 2 thwart, 1 attack. Psionic X-Men response. After Phoenix enters play, choose an X-Men ally. Ready that ally and heal 1 damage.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, Cyclops. He's a 3-cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack. X-Men response after Cyclops. Oh, and he's got 2 health. So after he enters play, choose an enemy. Until the end of the phase, increase the amount of damage that enemy takes from each attack by 1. Ooh, okay.
That's like his attachments for the heroes,
yeah.
Kind of. Won't Stay Down. 1-cost support. It's a condition. Play only if your identity has the X-Force or X-Men trait. Max 1 per player. Alter Ego action. Discard this card. Return an X-Force or X-Men ally from your discard pile to your hand.
Okay.
So for your Scott Summers deck, that'd be good.
That would be wonderful. New recruits. It's a player side scheme. Ooh, I like these. Cost nothing to put into play. It's a victory 0 typically, but play only if you have the X-Men trait. And is that the first time? I think that's the first side scheme that's been limited to a trait like that.
Maybe.
I think.
I'm not sure.
But when defeated, each player chooses 1 set-aside new ally and adds it to their hand. Wait, what?
Okay, well, let's find out. Anole is a 2-cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack, linked new recruits. If you have the mutant or X-Men trait, Anole gets +1 thwart and does not count against your ally limit.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the specialized training,
but with allies. Okay, yeah. I got it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. So there's probably 4 of them. 4 different ones, I would guess. But we're only seeing 1 here in the article.
Then we have Noble Sacrifice. It's a 1-cost event. It is a tactic, so Scott would like this one, but not in my deck particularly. Hero action. Discard an ally you control. Heal damage from your hero equal to that ally's printed hit points, and give your hero a tough status card. Oh, so that's nice. You put a big ally out there, let him take some damage, or do some things or whatever, and then do the sacrifice.
Yeah. So you get some of the...
I kind of like that.
Some of the guys, yeah, like Goliath or Giant Man, that have a lot of hit points, and then get them down to 1 left, and then discard them and heal you.
Yep.
Okay, we'll get to that. All right, so Power and Decadence. So the Inner Circle...
so this is that Hellfire module.
Hellfire, yeah. They'll probably have that in the article. As we mentioned earlier, the Magneto Hero Pack also comes with a brand new modular encounter set. This set features the notorious and secretive Hellfire Club. Arrogant and ruthless, the members of this secret organization think of themselves as untouchable, and is reflected in their abilities. The toughest nail, Sebastian Shaw, can only be attacked once per phase, while the swift striking Selene ignores the pitiful efforts of your allies. So much for Voltroning. With an emphasis on boost cards and multiple obstacles to throw in your way, the Hellfire Club is sure to make their presence known in a scenario, whether you like it or not.
I like it. All right, so as with all other modular sets, the Hellfire Club can be added to any scenario for some added challenge. You can you defeat the Inner Circle of this notorious club? And let's see. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at him now. So Sebastian Shaw is a minion that is 1 scheme to attack. He's got the Hellfire trait. He's got toughness and villainous. He's got 5 health. And then as a force response, after he is attacked, give him a face-down boost card. He cannot be attacked again this phase. So yeah, he's one you're going to want to try to take him out in one shot.
Yeah, but he's also tough too. So,
Yep.
Yeah, that's where like the hand cannons, Well, no, it's overkill. You need overkill and piercing.
You need piercing, yeah.
Yeah. Celine is one scheme, one attack. Quick strike, villainous. Allies cannot attack Celine, and her boost ability is discard an ally you control.
Oh, that's just nasty.
She does not play nice with others, apparently.
But you notice Sebastian was 3 pips. She didn't have any.
Oh yeah, she just has the star. Yeah.
All right, Inner Circle is their side scheme. So it gives a hold on. What's that called? Amplify. I got it. So when revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each Hellfire card in play. And by default, it comes in with 4.
Okay. So you throw in you play with Shadowcat, and then her Shadows comes in, and that can make this even worse. Huh?
Yes.
All right. With his mastery of magnetism in his hands and the might of the X-Men at his side, Magneto is a powerful hero and a fantastic addition to any team. Look forward to battling the forces of Apocalypse with Magneto when the Magneto Hero Pack arrives this November. All right. And you can pre-order on their local retailer, store, all that fun stuff. Okay.
So I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing him hit the table. He's definitely got some cards in his set that look really fun and interesting. And then on top of that, I mean, just some of the extra cards he's got I've already got some ideas for some of those as well. Like you were saying with my Scott deck, there's a couple that looked pretty good for him. But then, I mean, I think the Hellfire Club, I'm really excited to see that one because they put a couple of different twists in there to kind of make that one a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, that looks really good.
I was a little bit worried when I heard Hellfire that they were going to make him a pushover because I've seen him some other games that they've been kind of a pushover group. Mm-hmm. But nope, doesn't look like they did that this time.
All right, and so this will be coming in November. So this is probably the last product for 2024, being that it's November. And hopefully in a month or so when Fantasy Flight Games has their in-flight report for Gen Con, hopefully we'll get to see what the next campaign box is. So,
but no spoilers.
Well, we'll spoil the villains for you.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. I'm okay with the hero spoilers, no villain spoilers.
Okay. Well, in any case, so yeah, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.